Okay, kids. So we made some custom headers. We're going to put this ceramic paint on them that's red because I had a couple of coats of that. Then we put a gray on it. In the end, they get wrapped anyway. So the only thing that really matters is that they get coated out, so that way you can keep the heat inside, which is really important. But what I want to show you is the coolest thing I think I've ever made. This guy right here. This is free fuel economy, free torque, and lower emissions. They don't have these almost on any car at all, but they really should. The key is, you look down inside here, and you see that space between the two pieces of pipe. This is pointing forward towards the engine, or this would be the exit. And what happens here is the collector flange mounts reduces from 3" to 2.5". And that little space right there that you can still see where there's a gap between the two sizes of pipe creates a chamber. And that chamber is right inside here. So if you have mistimed ignition pulses, which basically everybody, including NASCAR, does, at low to mid RPMs, where torque, fuel economy, and emissions are really crucial, especially for, your tuners and your hot rodders, but really for anybody. This thing right here, and they make them in different shapes and sizes, but almost nobody knows to put them on. Nobody sells them at the muffler shops. Nobody talks about these things. It's a little backflow prevention device, and if you put this thing on your engines when you're building your exhaust systems, and you really tune your exhaust system well with the math. You have to have the overlap between when your two valves are open while the piston's at top dead center and it's about to start pulling down. At that moment, you've got your exhaust valve still open a little bit and your intake valve open a little bit. So if you have your exhaust ramped out at real high speed going in the other direction, then it actually increases the amount of air that your engine pulls in for that little gulp of air that it creates inside the cylinder for its little explosion, making it much more dense and therefore more efficient, burning more fully, more thoroughly, more clean. And this produces in your mid RPM range, 3,500 RPMs, that area, more torque and more fuel economy. And because it burns more clean air as opposed to a reverting gulp of spent exhaust gases, which is what you're going to get in most cases anyway. It's much, much cleaner. Honda was working on this to get rid of the EGR for a little while, and I think that they were told no. Anyway, there it is, your anti-reversion device. You can make your own.